pass to Payton. Kicks it to Vucevic from 12 feet out. And that one hits back iron. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Stripped it away. Here's Fournier. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Off the inbound pass. The rebound by Ibaka.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
And it's Durant missing. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Wizards in Washington.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going and somehow be able to come out with the victory, but just not in the cards on that night.
Well, you had a little more faith in them than I did. I mean, I just never saw any signs of real life there that could be sustained.
The score now all even. Fournier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
It's taken away by Payton. And now Orlando on the break. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 5 points so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Thunder, Enes Kanter comes in for Adams. And it's Waiters in for Roberson. And it's Richer also for Orlando. Oladipo, he's checked in for Channing Frye. The shot's good from Fournier.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Thunder trailing by 4. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Will it go? And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Ibaka's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And Fournier kicks to Oladipo. And it's denied. There's the dish to Ibaka. Here's Durant. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Boy, Durant showing us how it's done with that stroke.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level, and Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
There's 1:34 left in the first. Payton outside. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Again, Oladipo missing.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
And the basket by Harris. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season. The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Collison kicks to Singler. Gordon with the defensive effort. Orlando leading. Oladipo dishes to Napier. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Napier. The Thunder have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Augustine, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Both free throws good from Augustine.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Takes the 3, and the basket good. Augustine's got 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Napier, screened by Smith. And Oladipo, here we go. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Oladipo's got his first 2 points.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Orlando. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of...
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
DJ Augustine out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Nick Collison. Then there's Anthony Morrow. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And for Aaron Gordon, so much fanfare entering the 2014 draft, selected 4th overall, which was actually a couple of slots higher, I think, Greg, than many experts thought.
I agree, and you know, a lot of people obviously liked him, but Orlando clearly loved him and had very high hopes for this young man. And of course, the injured foot, only 11 games a season ago, and never really got back on track.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Collison. Andre Robertson comes in for Dion Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. He doesn't get the second one.
And, you know, getting back to Aaron Gordon, his defense is really what had scouts most excited. He has the rare combination of strength, lateral quickness, and ups to defend multiple positions.
Magic leading by 3. Payton passes to Harris. Top of the key. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Fournier kicks to Gordon. In the corner, it's Harris. That one's good from the corner. Harris has got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic.
And talking about Aaron Gordon, everyone knew coming in that he was kind of unrefined. You're betting on his upside and hoping that he develops a consistent shot. And boy, if he does, you're talking about a guy who can become a perennial all-star. How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Channing Frye's checked in for the Magic. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Payton with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. And that'll be his third foul so far. Cantor checked in for Serge Ibaka. Here's Payton. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Harris outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Payton outside, and there's the feed to Harris. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 7th assist in the game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. Fournier dishes to Fry. He gives them a double-digit lead. And it's an 11-point Magic lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Singler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for the Magic. Hezonja, he's checked in for Vucevic. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting